sooner than I expected, Kirby.
There's no use staying at the hospital. Grant's brother Jim won't live until morning. I couldn't see him.
That's a tough break.
If you heard from Grant, I'd like to let him know.
He and Shirley Clinton are still out at the Chandler oil field, following up a lead they got on the Kittridge submarine engine. And now there are complications.
Complications?
We just got a radio report. The field is on fire.
I'm getting out there fast. Glad to see you two are safe. All the apparatus in town is either here or on its way out. They'll have things under control in no time at all.
If the fire can be prevented from spreading to the rest of the field, the damage shouldn't be too great.
The insurance investigator at work. Come on, Kirby, take us up to the main gate. Maybe we can be of some help.
I think we'd better get back as soon as we can, Grant.
Why? It's too late to... Oh, bad news about Jim?
I was at the hospital before I came out.
Mr. Farrell died a few minutes ago. Oh, Grant, I can't put into words what I want to say.
Neither can I.
You don't have to, I understand. It's over for Jim, but it's not over for us. No, it's not over for us. We're going to clear Jim's name and get this mysterious Mr. M.
This is the mysterious Mr. M. By obeying previous instructions to watch Grant Farrell, you have made progress. Continue until you have located all companies making the various parts for the Kittridge submarine engine. Follow my orders, and your identities will not be revealed to the police. The model carburetor and formula for the new fuel for this engine are now in my possession.
The carburetor was in the closet. How'd it get out of there? Get to one side, Marina. I'm fed up with your tricks, Anthony.
Don't be stupid.
I have been, but no longer. I'm putting an end to this masquerade of the mysterious Mr. M.
I invented the character of Mr. M to fool the police. Not you and Marina. Somebody else is using it now to fool us.
I agree with Derek. The chances favor that somebody being you.
All right, go ahead and shoot. But you won't get away with it.
Why not? After you're dead, I'll call in the police. Tell them you're the real Mr. M. Then show them your laboratory.
And they eventually identify you as Anthony Waldron, believed dead by them, but wanted for murder.
And what are you going to do about Grandma?
Keep her under Hypnotreme. She still insists that Derek and I are like a loving son and daughter.
When your supply of Hypnotreme runs out, what then?
He's right, Marina. I've worked out the dosage, but he's the only one that knows how to make it.
And Grandma will talk plenty once the effect of Hypnotreme wears off. I'm not double-crossing you. Under the circumstances, it's natural to think so. But our only chance is to work together.
With this mysterious Mr. M?
Why not for the time being? Eventually, he'll be forced to show himself to us. By then, we should be able to handle it.
I guess there's nothing else we can do.
Now that that's settled, let's get to work. Come on, Derek, let's go downstairs. By following up with Grant Farrell, we may be able to move in ahead of him again.
Sure, but how are we going to know what he's doing?
Through a little device I have. Where is it, Archer?
A wireless dictograph.
All ready for a test. The telephone number here is matrix 57177. Hello?
Very good, Donager. Be sure that dictograph is well concealed.
Don't worry about that.
And leave everything just as you found it. We don't want Farrell to suspect anyone has been there.
Right.
Been there. Captain Blair and I just came from the commissioner's office.
Well, that's strange. I called your number and the line was busy.
Then we tried again and somebody picked up the receiver and put it down without speaking.
Well, my phone's a private line.
Are you sure that someone picked up the receiver and then put it down again?
Just as sure as I'm talking to you.
Well, in that case, somebody must have been in the apartment.
And using your phone.
Want me to radio one of the squad cars to drop by and investigate?
No, I'll do that myself. I'll phone you as soon as I look the place over. Captain Blair?
Yes?
Grant speaking. I found a hidden dictograph in the apartment.
Nice work.
We now have a beautiful opportunity to bait a hook for this mysterious Mr. M.
Kirby and I thought something like this would happen, and we figured a way we think will work.
Yeah, what is it?
Shirley will give you the setup. Meet her in front of your apartment.
I'll be waiting for her. I hate to admit it, Shirley, but I'm just about licked.
You aren't thinking of quitting, are you, Grant?
No, not unless I'm forced to. But that's liable to happen any day now.
If Kittridge hadn't been so secretive, it would have been a simple matter to locate that submarine engine.
Yes, simple for us and also simple for Mr. M. As it is, I believe he's just as much in the dark as we are about who's doing the work. Hello? Yes, Blair, this is Grant. What? Oh, does it tie in with the Kittridge submarine engine? Great, I'll check it right away. Look up the number of the Elliott Die Casting Company, will you, Shirley?
All right, Grant. Elliott Die Casting, 30 South Elwood. Phone Carlson, 11
Thomas Elliott, please. Grant Farrell speaking.
It's Grant Farrell, Kirby. Everything's set, Grant.
I understand you're making a new design piston for a submarine engine.
That's right. Go ahead and talk.
Yes, I know. Captain Blair told me he'd spoken to you. It's just possible Kittridge didn't use his own name.
You sound mighty convincing.
I'll show you a picture of Kittridge. If he's the man who placed the order, will you turn the design of the pistons over to the police? Okay, I'll see you at 4 o'clock.
You've been a big help, Tom. Now we'll take over.
What do you mean?
Well, it's too dangerous a trap for you to go any further. One of our men will take your place.
Well, why? You and Grant will be here to protect me.
I can't see you taking the risk, that's all.
If this Mr. M is as clever as you say he is, he may know me. What then?
That's right. We'll do our best to see that nothing happens to you.
We'll not only get the design for the pistons, but we'll learn everything else Elliott knows about the Kittridge engine.
Yes, but it's going to be risky business bringing him here.
Too risky. You'll have to give him an injection of Hypnotreme at his office.
What do you got there?
A rush shipment from the Catskill Equipment Company, Mr. Elliott.
I'll check it later.
Okay.
Let me talk to Lieutenant Walsh.
He just went out to the gate.
Have him call me the moment he comes back.
Who are you?
Mr. M has sent me for some information.
Mr. M. We've been expecting you and are ready.
Get away from that. Mr. M is so much interested in what you can tell him about Dr. Kittridge's submarine engine that he even sent this along.
What's in that needle?
Hypnotreme. It's a chemical that compels people to obey orders and tell the truth.
You're not going to use that on me.
Okay, go ahead.
What was that?
Routine delivery of materials.
You will remember nothing of what has just happened. You will be exactly the same as you were before receiving the injection of Hypnotreme. But you'll carry out the instructions I'm about to give you.
How about it, Kirby? Everything under control?
So far, every corner of the place is being guarded.
It isn't 4 o'clock yet. I'm sure Mr. M won't disappoint us.
By the way, Elliott has something he wants to talk to you about.
All right, I'll go right up and see him.
All right, send for the delivery men.
Shipping department. Elliott speaking. Send a couple of men up to my office to pick up a crate for immediate delivery. Good idea, locking your door when you're alone. I don't like to be disturbed when I'm working. Seen anything of Mr. M? Hasn't been here so far unless he's invisible. That wouldn't surprise me. Come in. There's a truck waiting for that packing case.
How'd you make out?
The whole thing was a trap. Farrell used the dictograph to trick us into thinking that Elliott was working on the submarine engine. Elliott told me after I injected the Hypnotreme.
You disposed of him, of course.
No, I didn't.
You fool, Derek. Elliott with Hypnotreme in his system might give the police a lead to us.
There won't be any Elliott. I conditioned him to arrange for Grant Farrell to meet Mr. M at exactly 4 o'clock.
Shirley, anything wrong?
I thought I might be of some help.
Well, I'm afraid not. This Mr. M is much too dangerous.
I suppose there's no use in my arguing.
Not a bit. Now, I've got to get back to Elliot. Elliot! Don't touch that. You've gone crazy.
I'm one of Mr. M's men, controlled by his mysterious power.
That flame is eating into a hydrogen tank. When it reaches the gas, this place will be blown to bits.
You thought you were setting a trap for Mr. M. Instead, you walked into one of his making.
Don't you know you'll be killed with me?
Keep away from that hammer. That's better. Now put your hands above your head.
We haven't much more time, Elliot.
Mr. M wanted you to receive one final message.